Welcome to YouTube. This is Omission here with another episode of Wargame Airland Battle. Today, the 4th Assault Engineers Brigade are taking on two battle groups. The first is the 60 DBL French in Mora. Not to be confused with Moria. So, let's have a look at the deck we have at our disposal. Ooh, we have Mi-26 supply helicopters, good range command vehicles, good range supply trucks. Mi-9 recon helicopter, so a good range of recon, no infantry, but we can deal with that. Tanks, T-55 AMV, that's a good high tier tank, excellent ATKM, and flamethrower tank, so good range of tanks. Infantry, we have, let's see, ATKM dedicated, Sapri, Strellas and infantry, so good range of them. Maybe not as many motor strel kills I like, but let's keep. Support, we got artillery, we got cannons. We got the Buratino. That is an excellent unit. As well as the Malkas, those are good units as well. Slightly lacking on the anti-aircraft defense, but we can make do. Let's see, standard packed vehicles. And we have Yak bombs, Vrimpels, infrared missiles, and the SU-25. This is a very high-end force that has got a lot of prototype kind of stuff. Like the SU-25 is an excellent bomber. We've got the Buratino, very specialist. Urgans, those are good rocket launchers as well. Very high-end units in this. Like you rarely see the Mi-9 in pack decks, and the Mi-26. That's a rare size as well. So what to do with this? Excellent. So now this is going to two battle groups. So we're probably going to have to turn this into a stalemate sooner or later. But how does stalemate? So, which actually means we'll probably end up retreating back to Osterstund, just that we won't have enough points. But for now, let's use the momentum we have and launch some attacks. Now, Gravel is looking quite good, but Uppdal is closer. This town, I'm going to avoid that just because I don't really want to fight there. What about the terrain? It looks relatively flat all the way to Uppdal. Yeah, well, I think we'll launch an attack into Uppdal and set up a defensive force somewhere in Leonid, I'd say. So we'll split up these guys into two teams of two. Actually, first things first, let's switch out our command vehicle. BRDM-2U, my favorite packed command vehicle, simply because it's cheap, it's got armor, it's quite fast as well to run away from sticky situations. It's everything you need. Let's get a BRDM-2. We'll give you 4 supply trucks to keep going. Support. We'll give you 2 Yakas. And tanks, we'll give you 1 TO-55 for infantry. So their attack plan is to go into Leonid, set up here, and anything that comes from Gavel, just deal with it. Now, the plan to attack into Uppdal. We're going to be launching a pretty powerful attack force with 2 sets of T-55 AMVs. We're going to get a lot of supply trucks to keep this kind of task force going. We'll get 2 groups of 2 Strela 10M missiles, and 1 group of Yakas for some close range. Actually, no, 2. We'll have a lot of anti-aircraft defense. We'll set up 2 Malkas for some artillery to smoke out some of the weaker units. Recon, let's see, let's sacrifice some reconnaissance points so we can buy this. And this, that should be good enough recon. We don't need ATKM forces because they're here. Infantry could be useful, but I think we'll just use the spare points to adapt to whatever they send at us. If they go get heavy, we can react with that. But yeah, so the plan is simple. The T-55s are a powerful tank at long range, and if they're kept well supplied, decent up close against weaker stuff, but still not ideal. So I think we'll be sort of sticking to the sort of forest, or not to the forest, the sort of coastal line up through Nicholas and the yacht, and then attacking from the left. Which actually means I should really split up the task forces a bit more, because at the moment they're just one task force. So we'll do that. I'll put the good recon with this task force. Strela's up here, but we'll give these guys the better anti-aircraft defense because they will need it more in all probability. So Up here, up here, up here. I'll actually move the Malkas back a bit because their good range shouldn't matter that much. I'm actually investing quite a lot, when you think about it, into Leonid, just because Gavel's attack could be quite strong. But let's launch that battle. So move fast up to here. You guys, I want you to clear the town area, move up to Kjot. You guys move up to here, but we'll have to be willing to adapt. Malkas, everything's ready to fire. So Strelas, I want you to move to here. Bureauziakas, move up to here. T-55s. Ooh, you're launching your little helicopter forces. How about that? Let's get some infantry up early. Tanks, I want you to move up to here. Strelas, back to here. Supplies here. Supplies, stick with the Strelas. T-55s here. Recon, move up with them. Okay, now for these guys, BRDM, I want you to move here. Strelas, can you hit him? No, you can't see him. Don't know why they're moving their forces like that. Maybe it's meant to be a supply convoy or something. Don't really know. Don't really care at this point. There's Yakas, I want you to move back here. Should really buy some AA defense for these guys, like proper Strela 10 AAs. Artillery, no good against helicopters. You guys are charging a bit too much into them, so let's just hold your horses and stay at a safe distance. Don't know why those helicopters are flying like that. Okay, so now you guys start advancing. Move up to here. I was expecting some more resistance, but I guess all their force went into that helicopter, which flew over to Gavel. Don't want to overspend on the reserve defenses, but I think an AA platform is a good enough cautionary. I'm going to want to get an Mi-9 because it has exceptional reconnaissance abilities, and obviously that's a very nice thing to have. I'm moving these infantry up here just in case they send stuff along this road. My anti-aircraft defenses are kept safe. Malkas are ready to fire. Malkas are good because they've got a very tight circle. Look at that. Even look at that. That's not a non-corrected shot at 10,000 meters, I guess. And when you go to corrected shot, it's pinpoint. These are excellent artillery units. Haven't spotted anything yet. See, there's no altitude in this area. It's a very flat part of Norway, it seems. Actually, I think this is Sweden. Don't know. Now I want to knock out Opdal quick because they've got a very close air corridor. So let's buy this stuff up here. Task force here. I'm actually going to capture Leonid just because it will give me a good blitzkrieg attack into Gavel for the next battle. If we concentrate on Opdal here, and then we can concentrate on Gavel tomorrow. If we don't have the time to take it today. If we do have the time to reposition and take Gavel, all the better, but alright, there's the VABPC. Let's get a bit aggressive. What do we have? We got a lot of VABs, which would indicate infantry based force, which is not exactly an ideal way to deal with it. Infantry, I think you can move up now. I think these guys, the way I'm repositioning. Alright, let's reposition you guys to go over here. Just fire off your bastions. They don't seem to be sending any tanks. Oh, there's the phone again. My apologies. Sorry for that. And we've killed some more units, it looks like, in the meantime. Let's get the Malkas on the job. Malkas only. I think I don't want the RCV to come up and have some kind of CV duel with these guys. ACQM forces, they'll be dangerous against the tank. Just notice we don't have any helicopters. That's something that was missing from this deck. Okay, let's reposition you, and we'll buy in another BRDM recon. I thought I was going to get there for a second. I just saw it go flying across the screen. So let's reposition you to be a bit more aggressive. You fly to this hilltop. I want you to give good sight lines of the area. Obviously Oakdale is something we're going to want to secure. I don't know what to... Not sure what would be the best way to deal with these guys. Obviously bombs will probably work well against these guys. Let's get fire their cannons. Oh damn, Kiat's coming in. And our anti-aircraft is really very far away. And the Mi-9 was taken out by a mirage. Damn it. Right, let's get our anti-aircraft, but they have really been lacking. Let's move them up. Let's really be positioned somewhere where they are less obvious. Right, let's... Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get a command vehicle, just a 120 point BRDMU, and then that'll secure some stuff. Let's get these guys to advance up a bit, see if we can't MG some stuff. And yes, this looks good. You should really back in there. You go over there. You advance a bit. Not too much, but a bit. Okay, you should stop now. Wow, what is the range on these guys? These guys have very bad range. What is it? Range airplanes 1925 meters. That's way too short. Looks like they're an ambush AA. Good for if the airplane flies directly overhead, but per in other circumstances, right.